Hello everyone, my name is Gerd and welcome to another episode of... Today we have got the ENGL e670 special edition with us. At first we're going to listen to a full mix with two recorded guitars, one panned hard left and the other one panned hard right. I programmed a bass and some drums. Then we will listen to the isolated guitars, we play around, I chuck some riffs and I will turn some of the knobs. Alright, have fun! So this amp looks a bit intimidating in the first place, but if you take a closer look, you will see that everything is very well thought through and it's easy to navigate. At the front we have from left to right the input for your guitar, switches to activate the tube driver channel and its EQ section. More of that later in the video. Then we have four independent gain knobs for all of the four channels. Clean and Crunch are sharing a gain boost switch and lead 3 and lead 4 are sharing a high gain switch. Then we have a 3-band EQ, bass, middle and treble. As special, the Clean and Crunch as well as the lead 3 and 4 are having independent treble controls. For the Clean and Crunch we have switches for normal bright and ultra bright. For the lead 3 and lead 4 we have switches for contour, which boosts low mids between about 300 and 600 Hz as well as about 1500 Hz. And mid-edge, which cuts the frequency spectrum of the mids a bit. Next we have a reverb for the Clean Crunch and a separate reverb for the lead 3 and lead 4. After that we have four independent volume knobs. In this way you can compensate loudness differences between the channels. Next is two different presence and two different master volume knobs. Now we are coming to the different sound options. Depth boost. This boosts the low end in the power amp for about 6 dB. Mega low punch. This boosts the bass in the preamp in all of the four channels. Reverb active. You can activate the reverb for the different channels. FX loop 1 and 2, you can activate the two different parallel FX loops in the back. Serial FX loop, you can activate the serial FX loop in the back. Modern Classic. Modern is less dynamic and has a bit less mids in the sound, good for those rhythm parts and more heavy sounds. Classic is more for the vintage players and has a lots of mids to it. Low power, high power, this reduces the power amp output from 100 watt to 50 watt. Speaker AB, you can connect speakers with different impedances and switch between them. Noise gate, activate your noise gate here and set it in the back. Write copy, with this switch you can save your preferred switching settings to a MIDI program on your foot switch. This means you can shape your sound in your preferred channel and choose sound options with the different switches and save and record them via MIDI. Great! Then the standby and power button. At the back we have voltage, ground lift switch, MIDI in and through, switch for powering the ENGL own foot controller via the MIDI cable. If you have your own MIDI foot switch, please turn the switch to the right and then the power is off. Next is the selector for the MIDI channels, Then the foot switch connectors for the Z9 or a more simple version for just switching the channels via normal foot switch. Next is the adjustable noise gate with the mute depth and the threshold level. Then we have at the top the controls for the tube driver channel. Here are the different FX loops, one serial and two parallel with dedicated balance knobs. Then we are coming to a unique feature. This German engineering miracle is for testing the impedance of the speakers and cables in general. For detailed information about this, please have a look at the manual. At the bottom row we have also a balanced and frequency compensated line out with a level control. Then we have the power amp outputs for all kind of different speakers. So the signal flow for today is again my Ziggy Brown, the Heritage signature guitar. I'm going into my multi-effect on the floor. In there I hooked up a looper and that allows me to play some riffs or chords, and then I have my hands free to turn the knobs. Then we are going straight into the amp, then into my 4x12 angle cabinet. This is a V30 speaker and the SM57 microphone. And in the FX loop I've hooked up this Palmer analog delay for some solo stuff. And later on for the tube driver channel I have this Powerball pedal, and we will try that out too. Okay, now let's get my plectrum. Standby switch off. Clean channel. Sounds like this. So now let's record some simple chords, and then I will show you the different switchings and stuff. Record. So this was the clean channel. Now we are going to the crunch. Again, I will record a riff. Cool, cool. Now we're coming to the lead 3. Without the high gain. Activate the noise gate and increase the gain. Bring back the gain to about noon and activate the high gain, and this is where the magic happens. Ah, nice! I just fell in love. Let's activate the contour while I'm playing. And the mid edge. Depth boost. What the fuck? It's so much lower in my room. My neighbors are gonna hate me. Jesus. Alright, depth boost off and mega low punch on. And now, mega low punch and depth boost. What the fuck? Okay, for everyone who is looking for an insane amount of low end, get this thing. Okay, depth boost and mega low punch off. Reverb on. And the serial FX loop where I hooked up the palm mode delay. Nice, 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 nice. Modern classic. Low power, high power, that means from 100 watt to 50 watt. Okay, it's just a subtle difference with the master barely open on one because it's unbelievable fucking loud. I would imagine that if you turn up the master, then the impact of the low power, high power is more present. That sound, unbelievable! Ah, I'm getting crazy here. Okay, I will skip the speaker AB because I have only hooked up one speaker. Noise gate, okay. Lots of noise. Noise gate cuts it. Great. So now I will record a short riff in the lead 3 channel and turning some of the knobs of the equalization. Lots of gain reserves. Phew. Okay. Lots of low end in the bass. What the fuck, man? Great! Okay, now we are switching to the lead 4 channel. I think the lead 4 is a bit more gainy and has a bit more bass to it. Or low mids. Definitely something different. Okay, like I said, you can choose your preferred channel and switch the switching options you want to have on that channel and then save it via MIDI and control this amp via the ENGL own MIDI foot switches. I have my Z9 here on the floor and I programmed some sounds for my rehearsal and live settings. Okay, so this is my rhythm channel on the lead 3 with a high gain engaged. Solo, switching to the lead 4, contour engaged and the serial FX loop engaged. Rhythm, solo. Great. So, and as my third sound, which I'm using by our song Zordrak, I try to mimic what we have done on our album. So let's see, when I hit the button 3, the mid edge is engaged, the depth boost, megalo punch and the modern classic is engaged. So it sounds like this, and this is only about 4 to 5 seconds at the beginning of the song. Back to rhythm. So this is my special sound. And just for fun, I programmed some other stuff, some crunch stuff. And the clean channel with the reverb and the delay engaged. Nice, nice, nice. Cool, cool, cool. So now we are coming to the tube driver channel, and this allows us to use a kind of a fifth channel and use a tube for that, and we are not using any equalization from the front at all. And for that I'm using just a cable which I have put into the input, and then I will go into my Powerball pedal, and then from the output into the input of the amp. Let's get my guitar and standby switch off. So now we are in the lead 3 channel, and now I will activate the tube driver. With all the settings at noon on the back. And now I will activate the Powerball pedal. And the tube driver EQ. And this gives me instant Powerball 2 vibes. And we could increase that if we are turning up the sensitivity on the back. Let's turn that all the way up and use the Powerball pedal again. So now we have a lot of noise. Let's see. I'm not sure if we can use the noise gate in the tube driver too. Okay, no, we can't use the noise gate, but that would just be the cherry on the top. So. Wow! I think I have found my new favorite ENGL amp. This E670 Special Edition. It's big, it's heavy, and it sounds awesome. This amp has all the tones and all the features I love from all of my other ENGL amps combined in this thing here. It's tight, it's loose, it's raw, it's not polished, it's in your face, and if you want this ultra super heavy low end, you can get it out of this thing. There's also a preamp version of this amp. It's called the E570, but they are not building it anymore. But from time to time you can find some on the used market. And of course there's a newer version of the Special Edition, the Special Edition Founders Edition. And I'm working on it to get it on the channel. And then we can compare the OG Special Edition to the new Founders Edition. Would you like to see that? Please let me know down there in the comments. And yeah, if you like what I'm doing, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And with that being said, thank you for your attention and see you guys on the next one. Bye bye, ciao!